conozco de antes. Me dijo que nunca había visto con un cantante. Nada, no te creo. Que se joda, mami, voy pa' dentro, fue por pelo. Ey, pa' que te venga rápido no necesito lelo. Todos mis videos te pusieron de modelo. Dame booty, dame cara, dame pelo. Wow, ella no gusta, ella muera, leche fina, pero le gusta la calle PE. Se tira hombre y también mujer, mía, cuando me pide que la grabe, pues dale. Me gusta la pinche y la yale.
Ladies Gomez, Ladies Gomez, están buscando un coach.
Te quita lo de ti,
Gomez.
el número de teléfono es donde see me. Yo voy a ser tu última como yo, Jimmy. Este West Coast, este Carico Mini. I know you wanna see me. Eso no es nada, te vas a hacer. Si la más puta son las más finas. Si la más puta son las más
Do I break the video down on WhatsApp?
What do you mean break it down?
So you can't really send like 30 minutes and shit on WhatsApp.
Oh yeah, you can't.
So
You have to put
every
it
time I load it, it takes 5 minutes.
You're trying to send the ball and break something.
Well, I didn't try to do that. I tried that a couple of fights ago, like I don't know, a month ago.
Yeah, I do it in 7 minutes. Just send it like that. Because it's hard to do it all complete. But I usually, when you break the video,
3 minutes, we go live in 3 minutes. Places, please. Everybody in places. Thank you.
For what?
So, are you sectioning all video before you send it, or you upload it and do it while it's in the process of being sent? I don't know if I'm saying. So, when you click on your video, so the video is 25 minutes. Are you uploading the whole video and then taking the 7 minutes?
No. I record up to 7 minutes always. Because it's always going to be hard. And if they want the whole thing, I ain't going to do it. Like,
No shit.
I do 7 minutes, I stop, send, 7 minutes, stop, send, 7 minutes. I mean, that's too much. Let them put it together.
No shit.
It's a lot easier for you to do that, and then for them just to edit it together.
Exactly.
Probably even faster.
Well, they're not even going to do it. They're not going to
2 minutes for 2 minutos, señores. Please take your seats quick. We got 2 minutes. Guys, we got 1 minute, un minuto. We go live in 1 minute. Stand by, guys.
Cause you got me running.
We're about to say Homeboy kept knocking my shit over. Yeah, but you're doing your part.
15, stand by. Here we go, guys. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, whip. Let me know when you're not watching to get on the clock.
We are 1 day away from MVP's Most Valuable Prospects 14, headlined by MVP's Puerto Rican national team star, Paul Rivera, versus Miami, Florida's own Daniel Bailey. Available globally for free on DAZN.com and the DAZN app with no subscription required. Welcome to the Caribe Royale Resort, ladies and gentlemen, here in Orlando, Florida, where we're hosting MVP's Most Valuable Prospects 14 and their public weigh-ins. Brought to you by Jake Paul and Nikisa Vidarian. Most Valuable Prospects 14 is a part of the very first MVP back-to-back weekend preceding MVP Fight Night on Saturday, August 23rd. Tickets for both events, tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday night are available and on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Big Mo. I'm going to be emceeing today's open weigh-in. Thank you all for joining us here today. Thank you for joining us to our members of media. And now I'd like to introduce some very special guests that are joining us on stage. First, please welcome, joining me, our MVP's event models presented by Fansly. Please welcome Delia, Marissa, and Rafa. And now I would also like to bring up the president of Box Lab Promotions and the managing director of this beautiful resort here at the Caribe Royale. Ladies and gentlemen, Amari Piedra. I would now like to bring up the head of boxing for Most Valuable Promotions. Please welcome Mike Leonardi. And finally, the CEO and co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, Nikisa Vidarian. We would also like to thank Most Valuable Prospects 14's sponsors. Thank you to Celsius, Live Fit Essential Energy, Torque Law, a national personal injury law firm, Event Ticket Center. Don't just watch it, experience it live. Get your tickets and be a part of the action. And Fansly, the best 18 and up content creator site. Head over to fansly.com/MVP to see exclusive content from all of our events. Most Valuable Prospects 14 will feature 10 exceptional bouts from MVP in association with Box Lab Promotions. Featuring on the main card, Cuban middleweight Yoel Luis Gomez will square off against Haiti's 24-year-old Edwin Humane. MVP's newest signee, U.S. Olympian, amateur world champion, and 10-time national champion Jamal Harvey is making his pro debut against Peru's Marcelo de la Vida. In the co-main event, returning to the Most Valuable Prospect Series, and Orlando, Florida, very own 24-year-old Corey Marksman versus from Isabela, Puerto Rico, Luis Bebo Martinez. And finally, in our main event, a 10-round featherweight bout between MVP's top 15 WBA and WBO contender and the star of the Puerto Rican national team, Paul Rivera, versus Miami, Florida's Daniel Bailey. Once again, limited tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com. And now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin our public weigh-ins. First, in the welterweight division, scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds, introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night, holding a professional record of 3 victories versus 3 defeats and 1 draw, with 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Guadalajara, Mexico, please welcome Joshua Briones. Official weight for Joshua Briones, 142.8 pounds. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. He holds a professional record of 12 victories versus 2 defeats and 1 draw, with 10 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Groveland, Florida, please welcome Amos Too Smooth Cowards. Official weight for Tooth Smooth, 143.8 pounds.
I just flipped the switch. I don't know nobody else is doing this. Body start to drop.
Welterweight action here in Orlando, Florida at the Caribe Royale.
Don't never stop. Just the flow that
Joshua Briones versus Amos Tooth Smooth Coward, ladies and gentlemen.
I just took it left like my every desk. Bitch, I moved through London with the Euro steps. Got a sneaker deal and I ain't break a sweat.
Staying in the welterweight, ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds here at the Caribe Royale tomorrow night in Orlando, Florida. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he holds a professional record of 4 victories versus 2 defeats and 1 draw, with 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Isla Cuba, please welcome Renny Villamonte. Official weight for Renny Villamonte, 145.8 pounds. And now his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring tomorrow night with a perfect undefeated record of 4 victories, opposite no defeats, with 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, please welcome Diamante Negro, Pedro da Silva Conceição. Official weight for Diamante Negro, 145.4 pounds.
Let's go!
A matchup in the welterweight division. Las Vegas versus Boca Raton. Renny Villamonte versus Pedro da Silva Conceição. Live on the zone. Brazil versus Cuba, ladies and gentlemen. We now move to the super welterweight division, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner. He holds a professional record of 11 victories versus 3 defeats and 1 draw, with 9 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Forest, Mississippi, please welcome Luis Hernandez. Official weight for Luis Hernandez, 161 pounds even. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. He comes into the ring with a perfect professional record, undefeated, 8 victories versus no defeats, with 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Brownsville, Texas, please welcome to the scales, Sebastian Juarez. Official weight for Sebastian Juarez, 156.6 pounds. Live from the Caribe Royale tomorrow night here in Orlando, Florida, live on the zone. 6 3-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. Luis Hernandez versus Sebastian Juarez. We now move to the featherweight division, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night. He holds a professional record of 3 victories versus 1 defeat and 1 draw, with one of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Aranjuez, Nicaragua, by way of Miami, Florida, please welcome Hamilton Brandon. Official weight for Hamilton Brandon, 124.6 pounds. And now his opponent fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. He enters the ring undefeated. 4 fights, 4 victories. Hailing from San Juan, Puerto Rico, please welcome Carlos de Leon. Official weight for Carlos de Leon, 128 pounds even. Aranjuez, Nicaragua versus San Juan, Puerto Rico, live from the Caribe Royale. Tomorrow night a fight that you're not going to want to miss, ladies and gentlemen, on our undercard. Hamilton Brandon versus Carlos de Leon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the heavyweight division tomorrow night here in Orlando, Florida. Introducing first to the scales. He holds a professional record of 11 victories versus 8 defeats and 3 draws, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Baltimore, Maryland, please welcome to the scales, Colby Madison.
Every day struggle, don't get no sleep. Stack like a bitch breaking in the seat. Cause I ain't took a bath and it's been a week. They used to laugh when they mentioned me. And I got no racks for them in my cheeks. I am not anything. Except this girl for my enemy. Put that nigga, don't know how they hit me.
Official weight for Colby Madison, 259 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. And now his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He is undefeated as a professional. 8 victories versus no defeats. Fighting out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Returning to the Most Valuable Prospect Series for the 3rd time. Please welcome Demazion Mazzy Van Helder.
Niggas to die every day. Riding my city, gotta be with it. Niggas who plot either way. To my right next to me, niggas keep driving me. Yeah. Try to stay over them beers inside of my people. Ain't no need to light them.
Official weight for Mazzy, 215.8 pounds.
Ice and days, they come be deep, not look at the Held my own, that's something to prove. For my son, I should never fool. He try to do better, that's something to lose. They fuck the fame, I don't want to take that. Doing this music just so people listen. Touching the floor, but still the same message. Too many color, but you see the
Heavyweight action live on the zone, ladies and gentlemen, from Orlando, Florida tomorrow night. It's Maryland versus Florida. Colby Madison versus the returning Demazion Van Helder.
Looking like zombie food. I play with them pistols, kaleidoscope visions, the trenches I planted my roots. They say the light, I'm leaving the city to make cause niggas to die every day. Riding my city, you gotta be with it, niggas from plotting.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, rounding out our undercard here at the Caribe Royale tomorrow night in from Orlando. 8 3-minute rounds in the super lightweight division. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner. He holds a professional record of 9 victories versus 2 defeats, with 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of St. Cloud, Florida, by way of Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Please welcome Alex La Mole Rios. Official weight for La Mole, 139.8 pounds.
I put a hole in the nigga for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch out.
And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. He stands 5 feet 6 and 1/2 inches tall. He enters the ring undefeated as a professional. 13 fights, 13 wins, 7 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, please welcome Tyree Jones. Official weight for Tyree Jones, 139.4 pounds.
Stepping at the motherfucking cow, day and out. I'm looking like a star, bitch. When you see me make a wish, holla at your motherfucking boss,
Both of these two, ladies and gentlemen, are returning to the Most Valuable Prospect Series. From Puerto Rico, La Mole, Alex Rios versus Tyree Jones.
$100 grand in my fist, ain't on my wrist. Keep money from a quarter, blame it on my wrist. I whip coke like hoes, nigga on, nigga on.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting our main card tomorrow night, live for free on DAZN.com and the DAZN app. Our opening contest on the main card is scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner. He holds a near perfect professional record of 9 victories versus 1 defeat, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, please welcome Edwin Humani. Official weight for Edwin Humani, 153.4 pounds. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. He enters the ring with a near-perfect professional record of 8 victories versus just 1 defeat, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Havana, Cuba. He is making his return to the Most Valuable Prospect Series. Please welcome Yoelvis Gomez. Official weight for Yoelvis Gomez, 154 pounds even. Super welterweight action, ladies and gentlemen, from here in Orlando tomorrow night on DAZN. 10 3-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. Edwin Humani versus Yoelvis Gomez. we move to the super featherweight division. Introducing first to the scales. Fighting out of the red corner. He holds a professional record of 5 victories versus just 1 defeat, with one of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Lima, Peru, please welcome El Diamante, Marcelo del Aguila.
La verdad, porque así será. Agradecido con la vida y con Dios que me puso aquí y con todo aquello que influyó para que fuera en sí, porque así yo puedo decirte gracias por mi color y yo y también por mi Dios.
Official weight for El Diamante, 130 pounds, even. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a highly anticipated debut. Fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night, he stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, hailing from Oxon Hill, Maryland, making his professional debut tomorrow night on DAZN. Please welcome the U.S. Olympian, the amateur world champion, the 10-time U.S. national amateur champion, and he just signed with those valuable promotions, Jamal Harvey.
Made a name, I had to kick it, doing it.
Official weight for Jamal Harvey, 129.6 pounds.
In the kitchen, work the pot till I'm sore. In the trap, don't speak about nothing you saw. I ain't rich, but I know I ain't poor. Niggas hating, that's a broke niggas for. When to sleep, I had a dream about the floors.
Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Caribe Royale here in Orlando, Florida. From Lima, Peru, El Diamante, Marcelo del Aguila looks to spoil the professional debut of the highly talented from Oxon Hill, Maryland, Jamal Harvey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the lightweight division scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds tomorrow night here in Orlando, Florida. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner. He holds a near-perfect professional record of 9 victories versus just 1 defeat. Hailing from Isabela, Puerto Rico, please welcome Luis Bebo Martinez. Official weight for Luis Martinez, 134.8 pounds. And now his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night. He enters the ring undefeated as a professional. 11 fights, 11 wins, and 1 draw, with 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of right here in Orlando, Florida, making his return to the most valuable prospect series. Please welcome Corey Too Smooth Marksman.
What's the way down here? I've been busting a minute, y'all. This would be the savage life.
134.2 pounds.
We still pulling up, white man up. Hey, I'm pulling up the good VIP gas tank on, good all drinks on me. White man out, fresh kids, fresh white tone, fresh NFL head, fresh clothes with the crease.
Our co-main event tomorrow night here in Orlando. Luis Bebo Martinez from Puerto Rico comes to the backyard of the undefeated Corey Marksman. Tomorrow night live on DAZN from Orlando. Luis Martinez versus Corey Marksman. And now both these men will meet with Buddy Trejo.
I'm not gonna bite you, I promise. No te voy a morder. Bebo, you're now part of this Co-main event for Prospects number 14, following a long legacy of extraordinary fighters coming from Puerto Rico. What does this mean to you to be here with MVP? Tú vienes representando ahorita una larga línea de boxeadores, un legado impresionante de Puerto Rico y eres parte ahorita de MVP Prospectos número 14. ¿Qué significa para ti?
Para mí significa mucho, ¿verdad? Estoy muy contento con la oportunidad que me dio MVP Promotion, ¿verdad? También mi compañía Universal Promotion de Puerto Rico. Yo vengo de una cepa, ¿verdad?, donde han salido grandes campeones mundiales de Puerto Rico como Tito, Camacho, Miguel Ángel Cotto, ¿verdad? Calderón, sí, sigo mencionando, no termino, pero para mí significa mucho, ¿verdad? Venimos a representar con orgullo, estamos bien enfocados en esta pelea, ¿verdad? Venimos por la victoria y estamos muy contentos con esta oportunidad.
I'm very happy to be part of MVP and I'm very thankful and grateful to my promotional company Universal. And obviously it's a lot of pride to be able to represent a long line of great fighters, you know, among greats, you know, Tito, Cotto, Calderón, and so on and so forth. And with that being said, this is the last time you see him before you walk into the ring. What are your thoughts? Esta es la última vez que ves a tu oponente antes de subir al ring. ¿Qué te pasó por la cabeza?
No, realmente yo espero que venga bien preparado, ¿verdad? Para cada persona que pague su taquilla, disfrute de un gran show. Yo vengo en mi mejor versión de mí. Venimos por la victoria, espero que venga ready, porque vamos por la victoria.
I hope he's ready. I hope he's prepared. I have the best version of myself, so I just hope he's ready. Thank you very much, Bebo. Muchas gracias, Bebo. Mr. Marksman, like a good marksman. I love the pose. What's up with the pose of the scale?
That's just how I'm feeling right now, you know. It's a real powerful stance, you know.
And of course, you're local. There's a lot of friends and family. Any pressure?
Absolutely not. You know, I'm surrounded by love, so I'm going to go out there and just do what all these people came to see, you know.
Bebo is actually coming from Puerto Rico. We all know the type of history that we have in boxing over there. What does it mean to you to be here in your hometown with MVP Prospects number 14, facing somebody that has a lot of weight on his shoulders?
That don't mean nothing new to me. You know how I'm coming to put on a show. Shout out Undisputed Promotion for giving me the platform once again too. Y'all don't be giving him no love. I'm coming to put on the best show tonight once again. Shout out to everybody that showed up to put some support on my back. He might have came prepared, but I came more prepared. We going crazy tomorrow night, man. Y'all tune in.
Explosive bout. Thank you very much.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the main event tomorrow night here in Orlando, Florida, headlining the opening night of MVP's back-to-back massive doubleheader weekend at the Kareem Royale here in Orlando. This main event is scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the red corner. He holds a professional record of 15 victories versus just 2 defeats, with 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Miami, Florida, he is known simply as the Dedication. Please welcome Daniel Bailey.
This one that's for life. Yeah, laughing to the bank like yeah, flex on swole like
Official weight for the Dedication, 126.4 pounds.
Feel some type of way in
And now, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night in the main event. He stands 5 feet 6 and 1/2 inches tall. He enters the ring tomorrow night perfect as a professional. 12 fights, 12 wins, with 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Salinas, Puerto Rico, making his 4th appearance on the Most Valuable Prospect Series. Please welcome MVP's top 15 WBA and WBO contender and the star of the Puerto Rican national team, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Rivera.
Yo nací bendecido por el rey de reyes, tú no ves que estoy coronado.
Official weight for Paul Rivera, 127.2 pounds. Your main event, ladies and gentlemen, for Most Valuable Prospects 14. 14, live around the world on DAZN from the Kareem Royale here in Orlando, Florida. 10 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. From Miami, Florida, the dedication, Daniel Bailey. And from Salinas, Puerto Rico, Jean-Paul Rivera. Now these two will take a moment with Claudia Trejos.
And hello, Daniel. That was a nice, intense face-off. You heard all the accolades. Undefeated, Olympian, and the list goes on. What do you need to do tomorrow to take that undefeated away?
All I need to do is beat me. They call me the dedication for a reason.
The dedication.
The dedication.
Explain.
Hey, what you need in this sport to make it? Hard work and dedication. They call me that for a reason. I'm going there and be sharp, fast, explosive, and I will win.
We look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Such a pleasure to have you here. Un placer tenerte aquí de regreso. So, all those accolades, all those titles, a lot of history behind you. How does it feel to be already here and be the main event for this great fight? Tienes todos esos títulos, todos esos reconocimientos, olímpico, obviamente entre los prospectos más importantes. ¿Qué se siente ser la pelea estelar?
No, contento una vez más estar aquí presente y ser el main event aquí en Orlando, en mi segunda casa, a seguir demostrando de qué está hecho Jean-Paul Rivera.
I'm very happy, I'm very excited to be here back in Orlando, and of course, once again, another opportunity to be the main event and to show everybody what Jean-Paul Rivera is made of. And with that being said, he said the dedication is going to show you. What do you have to say to him? La dedicación te acaba de decir que él te va a demostrar su dedicación y trabajo. ¿Qué le dices tú a él?
Espero que venga bien preparado, porque Jean-Paul Rivera sí lo está. Y cuando Jean-Paul Rivera se trepa en ese ring, no juega.
I hope he comes prepared because Jean-Paul Rivera doesn't play around, so it's time. ¿Es tiempo para qué? It's time for what?
Es tiempo de Jean-Paul Rivera, es la era de Jean-Paul. Nada ni nadie va a impedir que eso suceda.
It's Jean-Paul Rivera's time, and nobody and anything is going to stop me. I look forward to it. Espero con ansiedad tu pelea. Muchas gracias.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are all set. We are all weighed in for tomorrow night. Limited tickets for Most Valuable Prospects 14 can be found at Ticketmaster.com. Tomorrow night, Most Valuable Prospects 14 is part of the first ever MVP back-to-back weekend, followed by MVP Fight Night on Saturday, August 23rd. Both nights, both shows happening right here at the Kareem Royale in Orlando, Florida. MVP's back-to-back weekend continues with the Fight Night public weigh-ins tomorrow night, or tomorrow before the show at night. Once again, Saturday night show, the weigh-ins will be tomorrow before tomorrow night's show live on DAZN. Thank you all so much. We will see you tomorrow.